Initially, Anna is shown playing the cello in her room until her stepfather unexpectedly enters the room, develops aversion to him. After some time, he smacks her and makes an attempt to take advantage of her. She knocks him against a wall, causing him to bleed to death. He had previously boasted about how well he had treated her mother and herself. After this, we see Anna at the police station and later in court, where she gives her version of events and where her mother testifies against her, saying that her husband would never have done such a thing with this. Anna is subsequently sentenced to 4 to 9 years in prison and, along with some other new inmates, is transferred to the California Correctional Facility, where the warden, named Frank, introduces himself. Anna tries to strike up a conversation with Jeannie while she reads, but Jeannie doesn't seem interested. The following day, when the inmates are led into the garden, an inmate named Cody comes over to meet Anna, telling her that she needed to join a gang before people started to see her as soft. Cody is the leader of her own gang, and she warns Anna to be wary of Frank, who might be interested in getting nasty with her. When Anna visits the infirmary, she does as she is told, telling the doctor and a prison guard that she did not see the inmates who beat her. The doctor then tells her that she is fortunate to have suffered only minor injuries and instructs her to see Frank if she experiences any further complications. Then, Anna decides to take the advice and go see Frank right away. She asks for privacy and he tells her that the best she can get is isolation, which he wouldn't recommend because it would be the worst possible situation. He apologizes for what happened and says he can protect her and prevent further bullying if she'll just be his girl. Frank asks Anna to leave because he can tell she's not interested, and she goes back to her cell looking glum. Meanwhile, Jeannie listens as Anna recounts her ordeal with Cody, assuring her that the bully will eventually tire of her and leave her alone. When Anna seems to complain again, Jeannie leans in for a kiss, and after at first resisting, she and Jeannie share a passionate embrace. Anna then has a conversation with Cody, who tells her that after seeing her fight, Anna has earned the respect of the other inmates. Later, Anna visits Cody in her cell and is surprised to find some contraband. She accepts a drink and is then instructed by Cody to beat up Camille while she records the incident on her phone. Anna does as she is told, and she and Camille get into a huge fight, with the rest of the gang getting involved as well. The prison guards come over to separate them, and Anna is taken to solitary. A few hours later, Frank calls for her, and when she arrives at his office, he says he can prevent her from returning to solitary if she gives him some pleasure, and she ends up satisfying him. As Anna's drug problem worsens, Jeannie suggests she see a counselor, but Anna takes offense and argues with her. This leads to a fight between the two, and Cody eventually says she won't share anymore, forcing Anna to turn to another inmate dealing with injections. Later, the infirmary doctor meets with Anna and asks if she wants to talk to anyone. Interestingly, Anna says she wants to talk to her mother. Upon their second meeting, Anna's mother feels sorry for her and apologizes, saying that she was responsible for everything and that she would be willing to testify again. After Frank and Anna's meeting, Anna is summoned by him, and she tells him that she is fed up and will do anything for him as long as he tries to get her out of prison. She then goes back to her cell, where she is attacked by Cody and Camille, and destroys the gang tattoo she got at lunch. Later that night, Frank gives her a cello, and tells her to use it for a prison talent show the following day. The next day at the parole hearing, Anna appears to be on track for release until the members of the board ask for Frank's recommendation, at which point he asks that she be kept in prison for a while longer, and her fate seems sealed and she is told that she would remain in prison. Anna then brings out the recording to show the board, and Frank is beyond shattered.